Hey, what's up? It's time for more Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood episodes 3 and 4 we're doing today. Now, I know I said I was just doing 2 episodes in a video for the first one and in special occasions. I'm also doing it for this video. This is probably the last video I'm doing 2 episodes in a video for a bit, because as I've said, I mean, you can watch the previous video for the context of my knowledge of this series, but after these 2 episodes, like, I can't remember. Like, I don't think I've watched much more than this, and if I have, I can't remember it. So I just wanted to make sure to put these episodes together so that, like, we get through this early bit of the show quicker, the part of the show that I have kind of I have seen before, but I can, only slightly remember. So yeah, we're going to these 2 episodes 3 and 4. I'm excited to jump into it, and I don't have too much more to say, so support the video if you can, liking the video, commenting down below, subscribing to the channel. All that stuff helps me out a ton. I'm a small channel, so every little bit helps me out a lot. And I have a Patreon account that'll be in the description below, and that has full-length reactions as well as early access. You can get the next like 4 or 5 episodes probably on there right now, so go check that out. Anyway, here we go. Jumping into Fullmetal Alchemist, this is episode 3.
So what are you guys, like street performers or something?
Do we look like street performers to you?
Well, yeah.
Let's go out.
How's that? It's smashed to hell.
Watch and learn, Gramps.
Damn. You can, whoa. You can like mend it all back together? That's pretty awesome.
There, see? How's that?
I didn't think you could control it like that.
Wait, I do know that name.
Fullmetal Alchemist Edward Elric.
Damn. And they're gonna think it's South ones, of course. Yes, of course.
You mean it's the little guy there?
City of Heresy. Okay.
That's our leader, Father Cornell.
Father what? Cornell?
Lost. His miracles are proof that what he says is true.
Cool.
So this guy's
Sounds great.
claiming he can bring the...
Yeah. You'd only be able to do that with a Philosopher's Stone, right? Theoretically. Or I guess if you kill people, you can bring people back to life.
But somehow he's ignoring the law of equivalent exchange.
Hmm.
He should have only been able to transmute that flower into an
Inorganic matter. You shouldn't be able to do that unless...
Except for a Philosopher's Stone.
Prayer, I beg of you. Please bring him back.
So this is the almighty...
This is an incredibly cute design for a character.
Are you interested in Legion?
Not really the religious type.
I love her hair.
I'm sure Lito would bless you and make you grow taller.
People are so mean.
What about bringing the dead back to life? Water, 35 liters. Carbon, 20 kilograms. Ammonia, 4 liters.
This
Lime,
is
1.5
the calculations he did for human transmutation.
Grams. Human body for the average adult. It's been calculated to the last microgram. But
They did that in Breaking Bad as well.
Reported case of success. Down at the market, a kid could buy every one of them for the spare change in his pocket. As it turns out, humans are pretty cheap.
Damn.
Look, we are all children of God.
Interesting choice to have like a split screen here.
About a hero who flew on wings made of wax.
I mean,
Thought he could touch the sun.
his attitude right now
Too close,
is
his wings
pretty
melted and
arrogant.
he came crashing back down to earth. Right
Even if there's truth to what he's saying.
Brother. If anyone can lead you to the Creator's light, he can.
Father Cornello, there are visitors here.
Cornello. I thought it was Cornell.
Child, and it's no mistake. Damn, then this is a problem. Edward Elric, the Fullmetal Alchemist, has come to call on us. The man in the armor? Just
The man in the armor. Oh my god.
It's possible this dog's
Uh-oh.
nose is too sharp for his own good.
They are definitely evil then. Did you hear that that noise, that music?
Yeah, thanks. We understand. We won't take too much of his time.
Good.
Wait,
Agreed.
she's coming?
We'll make this quick.
Oh shit. Shit!
Well, like you said, let's make this.
Why are you pointing the gun at the, the suit of armor? Pointing the gun at the squishy, fleshy human.
Ah, the Fullmetal Alchemist. Welcome to the home
Hello,
of our
sir. You
saint
tried to
Lord.
murder us?
I must apologize for my disciples' behavior.
Oh, it was them on their own, huh?
Okay, let's say I.
We are the miracles of the sun god Leto. Look again. Could mere alchemy
Oh,
create something from nothing in this
That's
way?
cool.
Perform transmutations that ignore the law of equivalent exchange.
Take
As
off the
I
ring
said,
and let's
because
see.
It isn't alchemy.
That would explain everything.
What?
I'm talking about
They're doing
the
split screen
philosopher's
again, which is cool.
stone. That's it, isn't it?
Take it off and still do your miracles.
If that's the way you want to play it, I guess I'll have to come up there and beat some truth out of you.
Ma,
You can be a bit calmer here.
Yes, Father.
That gun
Rose.
there beside you, pick it up.
Oh my god. Oh
Now,
my
child, I
god.
want you to shoot the Fullmetal Alchemist.
The fuck?
No,
This poor woman.
do that.
My word is the word of Leto himself.
God's telling you to use a gun?
Rose, it's God's will.
My god. I mean, your god.
To that tragic accident last year.
Aw.
Who was it that saved you from the very depths of despair? Have you forgotten?
This is fucked. Really using her emotional state.
It made you bring him back to life.
Oh my god.
No, wait.
Damn it, I'm the Fullmetal Alchemist. It's not
Shoot me!
The short one? You're kidding!
To do this, I don't have any choice.
Is this Colleen
You're wrong.
Clickenbeard
I've seen his miracles.
voicing
Father
her?
Coelho will bring him back to life. I have faith.
Oh god, really? Oh! Why did he shoot? Why did she shoot there? I mean, accidentally, but jeez.
Good.
What was
God
Edward's
make those
plan?
keys to have done well, my child.
Haven't you made her do enough already? No harm done.
This unholy thing is an abomination. Evil of
It does kind of seem evil. Guy walking around with a sentient suit of armor. Except he's got a cute voice.
To the task.
Oh, Chimera.
So this is the sort of thing you do with the philosopher's
Uh.
stone. That's just twisted.
No transmutation circle? So the state alchemist title.
Oh my god. Can we kill this Chimera with no guilt?
No match for-
You shredded my pants. Claws don't do so good against steel.
Pretty cool.
Stupid beast.
Honestly, it's cool that he lost his arm and leg. I mean, his body's so much cooler having metal on it.
I see. It's all becoming clear now.
You figured it out.
You did it, didn't you?
You committed the
One
cardinal
thing even
sin.
the most novice alchemist knows is strictly forbidden.
Fullmetal Alchemist. Oh, cool. It tells me how to spell his name up there. That's cool.
Alchemist.
Oh, Rose is so
Come
cute.
down here and try me.
This is the price of their sin. These fools attempted.
Rose is so cute.
The greatest taboo for any alchemist.
But since I've
In their
never seen her
arrogance, they tried
character
to bring someone
design
dead
before,
back to life.
I think she's not going to stick around.
This is what happens when you try to play God or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Take a good look, Rose.
Okay, I get it. His speech was dissuading her. That makes
So
sense.
this
I
is.
just want you to hand over the stone before you get hurt.
Don't be
Aw.
absurd. Why? So you could use it for yourself?
Well, yes, actually.
God, beat him instead.
Whoa! He created a fucking Gatling gun!
Me and God, we don't get along.
But
too
we can
well.
earthbend, so it's
Right.
fine. Oh, that's awesome! They created a beautiful door.
These heathens, they must be stopped.
They could have just created a kind of functional door, but they made a really nice looking one.
What are you gonna do, boy?
Holy shit! That's awesome.
All we wanted was to see our mom smile again.
Oh,
People don't come back from the dead. Not ever.
oh.
That's not true.
This woman's been holding on to
This is
hope for
based
so
on the
long.
law of Do you see it? My brother drew that with his own blood.
Yeah.
Just because you and your brother failed, that doesn't mean. It doesn't mean he will.
I mean, theoretically, he
There you
has
are,
that
you
stone.
brat. Ask your question.
You could do anything.
In a few more years, I'll be ready to unleash this mindless horde upon the world, and I'll use the
God,
philosopher's
mindless
stone to tear
horde.
this country apart. Yeah? Wait, what are you? laughing about?
You can't laugh. Yeah. This is the one bit that I remember from this episode is that he did this.
You don't mean that.
There were
Did they say get off me, daddy?
to you.
What does that mean?
Sorry, not today.
Oh shit! It's pretty cool how from the start Edward's clearly like a badass alchemist. Oh shit!
Behold, the chosen emissary of
Oh my god!
My word is the divine word of God himself. My fist
Yeah,
is
yeah,
the Almighty
keep
fist
that
of
up.
Judgment.
Oh shit, gonna make the statue fight? That's almost unnecessary. You probably could have done it from the floor, but it's a good like metaphor. Oh shit. I thought he was gonna transmute him. Oh, great.
I don't know. I don't know anything about
Oh,
it.
listen how pathetic he sounds now.
Please, I beg you.
Our lives for this one possible chance.
And it's a fake.
Yeah, but this is only episode 3. Be patient.
And what about the stone?
Surprised he didn't take him into custody.
Give me the Philosopher's Stone.
Rose.
Oh,
Just say it.
she wants her fiance back.
So you can try to bring your mother back again.
You shut up! People don't come back from the dead, Rose.
But he promised me. He said if I
Man, now she's gonna actually grieve. She's probably been holding off, like,
was all I had
delaying
left. What am I
her
supposed to
grief.
believe in now? Tell me what to do.
This is really sad. Don't just leave her here on her own.
You've got 2 good legs, so use them.
It's kind of fucked up to say, but I wouldn't leave her here alone with the gun. When she's having these thoughts of what should I even do now, you know? I don't think, obviously, the show is not going to do that, but it's scary to think.
Yes, all that hard work for nothing.
Oh, shit.
Should have just incited a little rebellion.
Laura Bailey.
Please, he's big and fat.
Not this one, Glow.
Who everyone has mocked me. I won't stand for.
Oh! Whoa! Oh, shit!
Business.
Oh!
Father won't be pleased. In any
He's gonna
case,
eat him.
It's time we started thinking about our next move.
Oh, yeah. Yes, he is. Well, solid episode. As I said, like, the main thing that I remembered was that Edward tricks him into by using the microphone to let everyone know. I did not remember Rose from last time I watched this, and like, I love her. She's amazing, and I feel like we're never gonna see her again in this show. But I loved her design. I think it's just it was just had a great design. But it was a good episode. It does the whole religion versus science thing that you expect from shows like this a lot of the time. And so and it does it very early in the show. So that makes sense. I've always kind of found religion versus science stuff relatively interesting when done correctly. As someone who's somewhat religious myself, I wouldn't say I'm super religious, but I'm minorly Christian. That's generally what I say, you know. I don't follow and believe in most of Christianity's stuff necessarily, but I do find peace and comfort in a lot of it, and I do, you know, on occasion I will pray, and I will look at religious related stuff to see if I can connect with it and get morals out of it, and you know, the good thing is I feel like my kind of belief is that I don't need to really define my belief strongly, because who's it for, you know? I don't care what other people think of my own belief system, you know, or maybe I care a little bit, but I'm gonna at least, you know, try not to care about it. So I don't really bother defining it too hard. But the reason I'm saying all of this is because since I have somewhat of a connection with religion, but also I'm of the belief that religion should not be a counter to science, where science is incredibly important in our society, and we should be trusting in science and following it strongly, and listening to all of the new science so that we can understand our world better, and let faith be something that can comfort us, you know? Where science answers questions, faith comforts us. That's kind of the relationship that I think should be there, but they shouldn't be counter to each other. They shouldn't exist to disprove the other, you know? So in this show, we had like Rose, who is incredibly religious, and Edward, who is incredibly scientific and seemingly probably pretty atheist. And like it was a situation where Edward was being a little bit smug about it. I mean, I think if there's someone who has such like devout beliefs and is practicing them in a very comforting and safe way, in the way that she seemed to be. I mean, like she was using it as an excuse not to grieve, which is sad and unfortunately like probably not super healthy. But she wasn't hurting anybody, except when she fired the gun. But like at that point, she wasn't hurting anybody. She was just there for her own comfort. And it seemed Edward was trying to tear her down, which at the time I thought was kind of like, you know, presumptuous and a bit rude. But then I understood after they like showed his arm and his leg, and he basically said like, this is what happens when you play God. He was trying to tear her down because he's trying to make sure she avoids the same mistakes that he did. So it makes sense that he's being a little more harsh, because he's seeing himself in her. He's seeing the himself that made those mistakes. And I've said before, like, I feel like the sort of person that I dislike, like when I meet new people and stuff, the sort of person that I generally will have an initial aversion to is someone who reminds me a lot of the parts of myself that I don't like, you know? So I find myself annoying sometimes and potentially over talkative at times. Maybe sometimes I might come off as condescending. I tend to stutter a lot, you know, like these are flaws that I see in myself that I don't like quite a lot of the time. And so when I see the same flaws in other people, I don't like them even more, because one, I already find them annoying because I'm dealing with them through myself constantly, and two, they're reminding me of my own flaws. And I think that's what's happening here, where Edward is taking it out kind of on Rose a little bit. I mean, he wasn't being horrible. I'm saying it like he was being super rude. He was just being smug about it. But I do think that was because she reminded him of himself. I was wondering for like a lot of the episode, like either this is the Philosopher's Stone or it's a fake Philosopher's Stone. But if it's a fake Philosopher's Stone, he's still doing it. Like that was the crazy thing, is like he was still making matter out of nothing. So the fake Philosopher's Stone did have power, but I imagine the difference is that it's not reliable necessarily, because later he tried to do something and it rebounded on him and like fucked up his arm and stuff. So I guess the whole thing is like, that's not a safe Philosopher's Stone. Yes, that does power you up, but it's like I imagine like a temporary power, and it's too risky. So if they were to try to use that for getting Alphonse's body back or bringing their mother back or whatever, I imagine it would like severely fuck them over. Like it would rebound super hard and cause more damage, I imagine. But seems like it still had some sort of power. So like my question is, what is that? If that's not the Philosopher's Stone, is it a failed attempt at making a Philosopher's Stone, or like what is it, you know? That's something that I'm finding kind of interesting. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else to talk about. So let's jump into what, this is a very famous episode, I know. And like, as I've said, I'm sorry that like these first 4 episodes are ones that I kind of remember. But after this video, we're going to be into sections of this show that I don't really know or remember. So like I'm saying no or remember because I definitely don't remember it. I'm pretty sure I basically haven't seen any episodes past this. But if I have, I don't remember them. So anyway, here we go. Jumping into episode 4 of Fullmetal Alchemist. Let's do it. Do we need a recap? I mean, sure, I'll take it. I just wanted to reach for my recap Rubik's like it was One Piece.
These were Ed's words to Rose. Words he had once needed to hear himself.
Oh. Okay, I don't mind the recap since they ended it with that. An alchemist's anguish. What the fuck?
You Iron Blood alchemist, correct.
I didn't
Why? Who's
get that
asking?
completely. Boss something?
Shall all be punished. I see.
It sounds kind of like J. Michael Tatum.
Bloodthirsty murderer who's been making a habit of targeting state alchemists lately. You picked the wrong target.
Okay, you're very cool. Are you disposable? Whoa, he can make cannons! That's pretty legit. And chains? Okay, yep. Oh, Jesus.
Now you perish.
Oh! Yep, you are disposable. Oh, fuck. That was pretty sick. But now you perish was awesome.
State alchemist dead.
Dead.
Highly skilled. For all we know, you could be the next one he comes after.
Yeah, if he's going by mustache length. Descending order of mustache length. Oh no, you're gonna be after.
Pure Bradley, Your Excellency, what brings you here?
The man doing this is a traitor. I want him stopped.
Sir.
Lieutenant Breda.
Hey, Reza.
Next up. Who's this?
Oh no, he's on the list as well.
Remember?
Master Sergeant Fury. How's the radio?
Oh,
The receiver on this thing's seen better days. I think I'm gonna have to replace it.
this guy is in. Oh shit. I was gonna say that guy's like a 12-year-old in disguise.
I thought the stone was a fake. Even so, the power it gave Cornello was real enough.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I still wonder how he was able to use the stone to do that.
Okay,
I'm
good.
not
Who knows? Maybe we'll find something that could help us restore our
Okay,
bodies.
all right, good. I'm glad they're still answering this question.
The sewing life alchemist, Shao Tucker. He's done some
Shao
heavy research
Tucker?
into Chimera transmutation.
Okay, what's the catch? You want something, don't you?
Don't doubt my motives. I'm trying to pay you for your work on the Lior case.
It's better than being indebted to you.
Fair enough.
It only said one thing. I want to die.
Oh, that's so fucked.
Refused to eat until it got its wish.
You refuse to eat.
The house is huge.
You'd have to be one hell of a like suicidal creature to starve yourself.
Nina, this is why I told you to keep
Nina.
the dog tied up. Since my wife ran out, this place has been a wreck. I'm not much of a housekeeper.
I wish I could forget how this episode goes.
It's only fair you show me the tricks you've got up yours as well. It's
What,
the
like-
code we live by, equivalent exchange.
Fair enough.
Why?
Ed, well, you see, he's...
Can I show you how to do alchemy without a transmutation circle?
But why don't you go ahead and take a look at my laboratory?
Cool. Oh my god, does it have to be creepy? Jesus!
It's kind of embarrassing.
Oh!
I'm fairly widely regarded as an authority on chimeras.
Well, that's a lot of books. That will
This is
be
my
useful.
library.
I'll try starting over here.
Don't open to the middle of the book.
I'll send somebody by to get you this evening.
Got some ability to focus. I'm not sure they even know we're here anymore.
I wish I could do that. Just be completely
Quite
engrossed in the
these
book.
two, a couple of prodigies.
Dude. Don't be creepy. Aww. Aww.
Come here to play horsey.
Oh shit. He looks like Bond from Spy Family.
Alexander says that he wants to play too.
Or rather, Bond from Spy Family looks like this dog.
That's what but playtime is over.
They're gonna kill this dog.
Considerable powers to vanquish you.
He's on two legs. Aww.
Down there, Ed.
The whimpering sound.
From a long day of research.
You must be dog tired.
Says, don't forget, assessment day is coming soon.
Yes.
Assessment
Please
day.
assure him I know.
What does assessment day mean?
That's my question too. Thank you, Nina.
To report on their research once a year in order to keep their certification.
So if you don't have
See,
anything to show
last
for
year,
it.
Nina, your daddy didn't get a very good evaluation. This year I won't be a state alchemist.
I
anymore.
see. Does that mean you lose your funding?
Fine, Daddy.
I have to try hard.
Oh,
I'll be left with nothing.
oh my god. Alexander's the name of the dog. That's cute.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Not really. Daddy's so nice and plus
Aww.
I've got Alexander to play with too.
Yeah, not a bad idea, Al.
Are they gonna
Hey,
play
you
together?
mangy mutt. You could use do some exercise.
Aw, he did this to cheer her up. That's sweet of him. Whoa, that's cool. Aww. I hate the sounds of children having
Assessment
fun.
day is coming soon.
Surely soldiers would be easier to kill than highly skilled alchemists, especially ones that have been state certified.
Yeah, but it'll do more damage to get
Maybe the
the
certification
state
is
alchemists.
the reason. Must be any number of people who envy them for their positions.
True.
Perhaps.
A man with a large scar on his face was sighted in the Central City train station by multiple station employees.
Station.
Okay.
Looks like
We were so poor in those days.
Yeah, so
My wife couldn't stand living that kind
the certification funded him.
Don't worry, Daddy, it's okay.
Aww.
Do tell you now, me and Alexander will growl at them until they say yes.
Do you want to play with Daddy tomorrow?
Really?
Oh god.
Daddy says he's going to play with us tomorrow.
That's great. I'm sure it'll go great.
Mr. Tucker!
Hey, Nina!
Oh god. Oh god.
I finally did it. A chimera that understands human speech.
Oh god.
That's amazing. It can actually talk.
Yeah, it's
Don't have to worry about
amazing.
losing my certification.
Person Edward.
That's so terrifying, man. The voice.
That person Edward.
Oh god, it gives me chills.
Brother Ed.
God.
Tucker, Nina, and Alexander.
Where are they?
Where are they?
Yeah.
So quickly.
Oh my god.
2 years ago, it was your wife.
Oh god, I didn't even think about
Daughter and
that.
her dog to transmute a talking chimera.
That's
You can only do
fucked.
so much with animals, after all.
Human experimentation is a necessary step. I would think a
Oh my
scientist
god.
should understand.
Shut up!
You'd know all about that, wouldn't you?
Oh, shut up. This is a different thing.
Your arm, your brother. Those things are also the result of messing around with somebody's life.
Yeah, but he did it to save someone when he was 11. You're fucking 40 years old or some shit.
You're just like me.
No! Not me!
Yeah, this guy deserves this beating.
Keep this up, he'll die!
Jeez, man.
Edward. No.
Oh.
Daddy. Daddy.
Oh my god.
Do anything to change you back. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
When Alphonse.
Now. Can we play now?
Oh god, when Alphonse gets into that, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
To remain a state, I passed.
No. Fuck you. They need to make sure he's locked up forever. Eating fucking dirt off the ground. That's so fucked.
If ever there was an example.
It's actually even more fucked up than I remember, because I didn't remember that the wife was also the victim.
Devil, huh? Mr. Tucker's actions and our own may not be all that far apart.
Oh my
When it
god.
comes to interfering
Don't
with
justify
other
it.
people's lives. It's gonna shut down like this every time.
We may be called dogs of the military.
I think you can
We may
shut
even
down
be
after
cursed as
seeing that.
devils. We can't even do anything to save one innocent little girl.
Oh shit!
Correct.
Okay,
Who are you? Not military.
I'm rooting for him in
Who
this
are you?
scenario.
Who turn their backs on the ways of God
Makes sense.
shall be punished.
Oh my god. Jeez. What happens to Nina?
Daddy's hurting.
Oh, fuck.
No, Daddy.
Oh god.
Poor creature. Once
Yeah.
you've been given this form, there is no way of separating you again.
Is he gonna kill her? I mean, maybe for the best. Put her out of her misery. Yeah, Jesus, that's horrifying. No, that's it. Okay. Well, my God. The exciting thing is now we're into stuff that I don't know what's gonna happen from here on out. Man, that's a fucked up episode, and it's so brave of this show or this series to do this so early in the series, you know. I guess it's very good to set the tone. I imagine they never do anything quite this messed up later in the, like, I imagine this is the peak, but we're still probably going to get very messed up stuff throughout, because I mean it started with, you know, that all the human transmutation stuff and that like really horrifying body of their mother, and I mean obviously there's also Gluttony, who's like eating people and shit. Like this show is messed up, but it's deceptively messed up. Like I feel like the tone of the show for the most part is like pretty light and has some potential for hype and stuff. I think that animation style helps with that, you know, where it seems like the animation style seems kind of fun, you know, almost, where it's like even the really like heavy and dark scenes, there's something about it that like it feels still comforting and I don't know, but the content of these episodes is like really messed up. So I like it. I really do. I really like the tone of the show. I like the world building. I feel like I get most of the world and the power system and all of that very early in this show. Like I feel like I understand it and it's consistent and it makes sense. Like I love just the baseline rule of like the law of equivalent exchange. I think that is just a great baseline rule, because then when you break it, it's really interesting. But then also, you know, having that limitation for most of the characters is also interesting. So it's great. I love when these power systems like inflict a pretty heavy limitation on themselves and stick to it and do it really well, you know? So this show with the law of equivalent exchange, I would say like Fire Force. In Fire Force, every power is based around either creating or controlling fire, which is really crazy. Like they have so many unique powers, but it's all based around fire, which is so crazy to me. And what was the other one? Oh yeah, recently Undead Unluck, where like the negators, their power is, all of their powers are negating something, which is really interesting as well, because you have to be able to do interesting things, but they're all based around the idea of negating something, some sort of rule or something that exists. I think it's so cool. So this show with Law of Equivalent Exchange, it's going to be exciting. But yeah, the Nina Alexander thing, I mean, it's like, it's so sad watching this episode knowing what's coming. Like, I wish I had forgotten it. There are some, like, episode, you know, the previous episodes, I didn't remember that much from what happened in them, you know? But this episode, I remembered that, and it also doesn't help that it's like this episode is so famous, where the anime community has talked about it for many, many years. Like, I'm so, like, I'm in the anime community enough that I couldn't have avoided it. Like, even if I hadn't seen these episodes, I wouldn't have been able to like avoid this scene, and I probably would have had it spoiled for me already. But yeah, just like Nina and Tucker, definitely not Tucker. Nina and Alexander are so sweet and fun, and I love that Edward, you know, saw that she felt a bit neglected, and so decided to play with her, give her some time to feel a little better. She was constantly like comforting her dad. It's so sad that like she didn't even know. She thought her mother just left them, but it turns out no, her mother was turned into a chimera, which is really fucked. And I can't believe I didn't even suspect that much. You know, like I just thought like, oh well, the mother left, and that's what drove him to be sort of crazy and fucked. But no, he's always been crazy and fucked. And I mean, I guess to be so focused on chimera research, you've probably got to be pretty messed up in the head. But I like the scar-faced guy. He seems like a cool little vigilante character. Is he voiced by J. Michael Tatum? I don't know his name, so I'm just going to. I'm very good at not spoiling myself in shows like this, where I'm not going to find out anything about the character, but I believe, yes, it is J. Michael Tatum. Just from looking it up, I was just covering the bits that could be spoilers. Yeah, I believe it is J. Michael Tatum. So I can. He's one of those actors that I'm often very good at picking up their voice. Him, Chris Sabat. Who else am I really good at picking up the voice of? I would say Lucy Christian. I'm pretty good at picking up the voice of. You know, there's a bunch of actors like that that just immediately, you know, they immediately land in my head. Is like, oh, I know who that is. And yeah, he's one. I think Aaron Dismuke now is probably one of them as well. And Clifford Chapin is another. Anyway, you guys don't care. That's the end of this reaction. So next time we get into stuff that's probably pretty new to me that I don't remember. So stay tuned for that. But thank you for joining me. Please make sure to support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And go to my Patreon account, which is in the description below, for the full-length reactions as well as early access. You can get the next like 4 or 5 episodes on my Patreon account right now. Go check that out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.